Certain leaders leave an indelible mark on the people, products, and industry within which they serve. Their vision, leadership, and acumen is worth being recognized at the highest level. The International Corrugated Packaging Foundation's Circle of Distinguished Leaders program ensures that these individuals receive a permanent tribute for their contributions. ICPF is honored to celebrate Bryan Hollenbach as a 2025 inductee into this distinguished group. Bryan's journey into the corrugated packaging industry wasn't linear, but from the very beginning, it was defined by integrity, accountability, and purpose. A CPA by training, Bryan began his career in accounting before transitioning into the paper industry. Early on, he demonstrated a willingness to make tough decisions in service of the greater good. That unwavering sense of responsibility would shape the leader he became. In 2004, Bryan joined Green Bay Packaging as vice president and general manager of its shipping container division. Over the next 2 decades, he played a pivotal role in the company's evolution, advancing to executive vice president and helping lead its paper mills, woodlands, and packaging operations. During his tenure, Green Bay Packaging strengthened its reputation as an industry powerhouse, not only through strategic growth and acquisitions, but through a deep commitment to sustainability. With state-of-the-art mills and a vertically integrated model, the company has consistently set the standard for responsible manufacturing and environmental stewardship. Bryan's leadership helped bring that vision to life, but ask those who know him best and they'll tell you his greatest legacy isn't found in facilities or finances, it's found in people. Bryan is known as a fair, selfless leader who leads with clarity and compassion. He has a unique ability to bring teams together and a commitment to making decisions that strengthen organizations for years to come. Today, his legacy lives on in the countless professionals he has empowered and the teams he has made stronger. And while his career is marked by remarkable achievement, his impact is best told by those who experienced it firsthand.
I met Bryan many years ago. He and I both were serving on the Fiber Box Association Board of Directors. I think it was right when Bryan ended up joining Green Bay Packaging. He was representing Green Bay and I was representing the Royal Group. And I remember being very impressed with him right away. From day one, Bryan stepped in, even though he was from outside the industry, and provided a lot of value. And it was very obvious he was going to be a significant leader at Green Bay, at the association, and for the industry.
Bryan has got a tremendous business acumen, and it's really impressive when you work with somebody who's really, really good at what they do. But he also had a very strong connection with people, so that balanced that very nicely and made him extremely successful, and that's why he achieved, the great career that he has achieved.
When I look at the mark that Bryan's made on this industry, to me, what really floats to the top is the significant role he had in the evolution of Green Bay Packaging, really taking them from a mid-major player to what I consider to be an industry powerhouse. And they're a true integrated business. They're the only one in the U.S. that's integrated all the way back to the tree, and they've built and modernized some of the most advanced paper mills in the industry.
The success that Green Bay Packaging has had under Bryan, from the creation of greenfield box plant operations, for the creation of the super mill, and on all of the great stories that is for our industry, that flows under Bryan's leadership and has a lot to do with the values and the character that he brings.
The reason I think that Bryan attracts so many people is because people love doing business with people that they like and trust. And Bryan, when you think of Bryan Hollenbach, you think of likability, you think of trust, and you just think of somebody that's just got the highest credibility of doing the right thing. And that's Bryan Hollenbach.
Bryan, because he lived locally, we would get together for lunch a couple times a year and we would talk about business, but also about life and family. He's a big family guy, so for sure that was front and center his decision making. I would also say, obviously, he wanted to be successful whatever he did, and ultimately looked at the opportunities and where it could be most impactful. And I'm just really happy he stayed in Green Bay and stayed with Green Bay Packaging. He did them very well, and Foster's all the better for having worked with him.
When I think of really good people in my life, he is at the top. He's just one of those rare people who is very good at being in the moment at work and focused on work when he needed to be focused on work. But it was clear the number one priority was always his family.
Bryan is a really energetic guy. He doesn't split himself 50-50 between work and home life. He has given 110% to his professional life, And then 110% to being a great husband and father.
I think the words that I would articulate for Bryan would be firm, fair, and a great friend and a good listener. I think those are the attributes that I think has helped make him very successful in our industry. And his passion for developing people and mentoring people.
Bryan was instrumental in really helping us develop a legacy leadership program for future leaders. And this is going to stretch from now until 50 years from now, most likely, right? As we take younger people in our organization and really help instill in them the cultural elements that we feel make Green Bay Packaging great. And Bryan was really the spearhead of that effort.
At the end of the day, I think one of the things Bryan always was to me, and I think to a lot of people here, is, he was a teacher. So he taught us a lot about how you treat people. And that was a huge part of how we were successful. And part of Bryan's success is, I think Bryan took the time to get to know you and us on a personal level. And that was very important to, I think, the success, and that translated into our success and performance and results as a business.
He drove a people-first company, always confident, but also a very humble guy who gave others the credit and ensured the attention was on the growth of the business and the people that created it, not himself. And that always impressed me.
When you worked with Bryan, you got to know Bryan, and Bryan got to know you, and you felt like you were a friend, you were a colleague. And Bryan is just one of those people where you're a better person because you had the chance to work with him. And I think that just about everybody that's had that privilege would say the same thing.